These are the paths the faithful walked before me, worn by the feet of those who would not turn. David walked here, trusting in the shepherd, through every valley, waiting for the morning. The same God who led him through the wilderness is the same God who walks beside me now. His faithfulness was not a thing of history. It breathes and moves and keeps its ancient vow. Ancient paths still lead to blessing. The same river still runs deep. What he promised to the fathers, he has promised now to me. I walk the road the covenant has opened. I trust the voice I know. Ancient paths still lead to blessing. Watch the harvest grow. His word has not grown old or lost its power. The seed he spoke still carries the same life. What he declared above the fields of plenty still calls the grain to rise above the soil. I stand on what has always been his promise. My feet on ground the faithful ones prepared. The breakthrough walking toward me is not borrowed. It is mine by covenant declared. Ancient paths still lead to blessing. The same river still runs deep. What he promised to the fathers, he has promised now to me. I walk the road the covenant has opened. I trust the voice I know. Ancient paths still lead to blessing. Watch the harvest grow. The King of Kings has not forgotten what he set his seal upon. The morning light on ancient pathways proves the covenant lives on. Every promise ever spoken still stands. Ancient paths still lead to blessing. The same river still runs deep. What he promised to the fathers, he has promised now to me. I walk the road the covenant has opened. I trust the voice I know. Ancient path still lead to blessing. Watch the harvest grow. faithful on the ancient paths. He is faithful still.
There is a law written into the morning, that what is planted in faith will always rise. The shepherd does not let a seed go wasted that was placed in trust beneath his skies. Every prayer I sent into the season, every act of faith I chose to keep, is moving now toward its full expression. The harvest coming up from what I sowed deep. Every seed of trust will find its harvest. Every word of faith will bear its fruit. What I planted in the waiting season, the shepherd tends it at the root. The fields of God's provision are not empty. The rain of blessing does not cease. Every seed of trust will find its harvest in the fullness of His peace. I do not need to dig up what I planted to see if it is still alive below. The faithful God who holds the seed in covenant is the same God who commands it to grow. The financial miracle already carries the shape of what I trusted Him to do. Every open door ahead is evidence that every seed I planted carried through. Every seed of trust will find its harvest. Every word of faith will bear its fruit. What I planted in the waiting season, the shepherd tends it at the root. The fields of God's provision are not empty. The rain of blessing does not cease. Every seed of trust will find its harvest in the fullness of His peace. I will not despise the day of small beginnings. I will not count the days until the end. The shepherd of the harvest knows the timing, and He brings it all around the bend. What He promised over every seed I trusted, He fulfills. Every seed of trust will find its harvest. Every word of faith will bear its fruit. What I planted in the waiting season, the shepherd tends it at the root. The fields of God's provision are not empty. The rain of blessing does not cease. Every seed of trust will find its harvest in the fullness of His peace. Every seed, every harvest He provides.
The green fields of His promise are behind me, and they are also stretching out ahead. Every good thing that the shepherd ever planted is rising now from everything He said. I am stepping from one season into another. The morning is already fully here. What I trusted through the long days of the waiting is becoming what I see and what I hear. From the green fields into the new day, from the season of the seed into the sun, what the shepherd of provision has been building is arriving now. The harvest has begun. The open heavens carry His abundance into every corner of my life. From the green fields into the new day, into blessing and into life. The ancient paths that brought me to this morning were never paths of wandering or waste. The shepherd used the long road of the trusting to prepare me for the fullness that I face. What I carry from the fields of faithful waiting is the knowledge that He never lost a thing. Every seed I placed into His keeping is the harvest that this morning chose to bring. From the green fields into the new day, from the season of the seed into the sun, what the shepherd of provision has been building is arriving now. The harvest has begun. The open heavens carry His abundance into every corner of my life. From the green fields into the new day, into blessing and into light. I will not look behind me with regret now. Every season served the purpose He designed. days of trusting are the very fields that fill my life with signs of a God who never wastes a single morning, of a shepherd who provides from the green fields into the new day, from the season of the seed into the sun. What the shepherd of provision has been building is arriving now. The harvest has begun. The open heavens carry His abundance into every corner of my life, from the green fields into the new day, into blessing and into light. New day, new morning, He provides.
Not the fate of chance, but the fate of covenant. The shepherd declared it, and it cannot be undone. What walks behind me through every season is the faithfulness of the Holy One. Goodness and mercy follow all my days, not just the easy ones, not just the bright. They are covenant companions on the journey, walking with me morning into night. I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. That is not a hope, it is a word declared. Goodness and mercy follow all my days, and I am always in His care. The provision that has followed me this season is not coincidence and not my skill. It is the goodness of the faithful shepherd moving through my life according to His will. Every financial miracle that found me, every open door that bore my name, was goodness and mercy doing what they always do, following me just the same. Goodness and mercy follow all my days, not just the easy ones, not just the bright. They are covenant companions on the journey, walking with me morning into night. I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. That is not a hope, it is a word declared. Goodness and mercy follow all my days, and I am always in His care.
I do not have to summon what is already behind me. I do not have to call what never left. Goodness and mercy are not things I manufacture. They are gifts assigned at the shepherd's behest. They follow because the covenant commands it. They stay because he said they would. Goodness and mercy follow all my days. Not just the easy ones, not just the bright. They are covenant companions on the journey, walking with me, morning into night. I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. That is not a hope, it is a word declared. Goodness and mercy follow all my days, and I am always in his care. All my days, goodness follows, mercy follows. He is faithful.
When the morning opens its hands above me, something shifts in the atmosphere of grace. What has been held in the courts of heaven begins its descent to this very place. I have learned that favor is not accidental. It is covenant moving through the air. The God who set his seal upon my future is the God who is already Heaven pours its favor on the faithful, not because of what they bring, but because the King has made a covenant, and the King does not forget a thing. The open heavens rain on those who trust him with a supernatural soul supply. Heaven pours its favor on the faithful every morning from on high. There is a storehouse with my name upon it, filled before the need arrived in time. The shepherd does not wait until I'm empty. He fills the cup before I reach the line. What looks like waiting from where I am standing is preparation at a higher level. The harvest does not hurry for the calendar. It ripens when the shepherd gives the signal. Heaven pours its favor on the faithful, not because of what they bring, but because the King has made a covenant, and the King does not forget a thing. The open heavens rain on those who trust him with a supernatural soul supply. Heaven pours its favor on the faithful every morning from on high. I lift my face into the morning, and I feel the favor fall. Not a trickle, but a river covering all. Jehovah Jireh rains down blessing on the ground where I stand. Heaven pours its favor on the faithful, not because of what they bring, but because the King has made a covenant, and the King does not forget a thing. The open heavens rain on those who trust Him. With a supernatural soul supply, heaven pours its favor on the faithful. Every morning from on high, favor falling, heaven pouring on the faithful. I have counted up the mornings He has met me, more than I could number if I tried. Every day that I have needed His provision, He has never once stepped to the side. The record of His faithfulness is written in the days I thought the supply had run out, and then it came, not late but right on time. That is what His covenant is about. His faithfulness has never missed a morning, not one single day since time began. What He promised in the ancient declarations is the same provision in His hand. I shall not want for anything He covers. Under covenant grace I stand. His faithfulness has never missed a morning, and it never will again. The same God who led the people through the wilderness with manna for each morning that they woke is the God who fills my table in this season with the blessing that He long ago spoke. I do not need to wonder if He noticed what I carried through the waiting time. His faithfulness was tracking every detail, every promise and every sign. His faithfulness has never missed a morning, not one single day since time began. What He promised in the ancient declarations is the same provision in His hand. faithfulness has never missed a morning, and it never will again. From the morning of the covenant with David to the morning breaking over me right now, the thread of his faithfulness runs unbroken, and I place my trust upon that vow. Every open door and every flowing river is the evidence of what he said he would do. His faithfulness has never missed a morning, not one single day since time began. What he promised in the ancient declarations is the same provision in his hand. I shall not want for anything he covers. Under covenant grace I stand. His faithfulness has never missed a morning, and it never will again. Never missed a morning, never will. He is faithful. There is a voice I have learned to recognize. It does not shout above the noise of the day. It speaks beneath the surface of the morning, and I have learned to follow what it says. The shepherd does not lead me into emptiness. Every path he chooses carries supply. I have followed long enough to know the pattern. Where he leads me, provision is nearby. I follow the voice that leads to abundance. I trust the path the shepherd has laid down. He does not call me into barren places. He leads me where the blessing can be found. The green fields of his favor are before me. The still waters of his supply run near. I follow the voice that leads to abundance, and I have nothing here to fear. What looks like an ordinary morning is the corridor of something he prepared. The door that seemed like just another doorway is the one the shepherd specifically declared. I will not second guess the path he chose me. I will not turn back to the road I knew. The voice that led the faithful through the ages is the voice that is leading me through. I follow the voice that leads to abundance. trust the path the shepherd has laid down. He does not call me into barren places. He leads me where the blessing can be found. The green fields of His favor are before me. The still waters of His supply run near. I follow the voice that leads to abundance, and I have nothing here to fear. I have laid down the need to find my own way. I have placed my steps inside His steps. The shepherd who has never lost a promise is the same one guiding every breath. I follow, and the harvest follows after. That is the order He designed. I follow the voice that leads to abundance. I trust the path the shepherd has laid down. He does not call me into barren places. He leads me where the blessing can be found. The green fields of His favor are before me. The still waters of His supply run near. I follow the voice that leads to abundance, and I have nothing here to fear. His voice, His path, His abundance. I have stood at the edge of this morning with open hands and an open heart. What the shepherd declared above my trusting is arriving now, right where I start. I can feel the atmosphere has shifted. Something moving in the field ahead. The breakthrough that I prayed for in the waiting is now walking toward me like He said. I receive the breakthrough walking toward me. I receive the blessing on its way. What the shepherd of provision has been sending, I receive it fully here today. The open heavens pour their supernatural favor on the ground where I am standing now. I receive the breakthrough walking toward me. I receive the covenant and the vow. The financial miracle has a name on it. the shepherd has been growing is arriving right on time today. I receive the breakthrough walking toward me. I receive the blessing on its way. But the shepherd of provision has been sending. I receive it fully here today. The open heavens pour their supernatural favor on the ground where I am standing now. I receive the breakthrough walking toward me. I receive the covenant and the vow. I open every door of expectation. I lift every hand awaiting faith. What God declared, He always brings to fullness. There is nothing that He will not replace. With abundance from the storehouse of His covenant, with overflow that has no end, I receive the breakthrough walking toward me. I receive the blessing on its way. What the shepherd of provision has been sending, I receive it fully here today. The open heavens pour their supernatural favor on the ground where I am standing now. I receive the breakthrough walking toward me. I receive the covenant and the vow. I receive the breakthrough is here, He provides. This is the word I have built my life upon. 4 words that hold the weight of all I need. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. That is the seed beneath every seed. Not want for provision, not want for favor, not want for the open door or the breakthrough day. The covenant covers everything before me and everything that is still on its way. I shall not want, His covenant stands forever. I shall not want, the shepherd knows my name. What He declared above the life of every trusting soul has always been and will always be the same. My cup is full, my table is before me. His goodness and His mercy never end. I shall not want, His covenant stands forever, world without end. I have come through morning walked the long fields of the waiting season, and every time I thought the supply was distant, the shepherd showed me it was near for a reason. He was preparing what he had already promised. He was aligning what he had already stored. The abundance walking toward me was not late. It was on time, according to the Lord. I shall not want. His covenant stands forever. I shall not want. The shepherd knows my name. What he declared above the life of every trusting soul has always been and will always be the same. My cup is full, my table is before me. His goodness and His mercy never end. I shall not want. His covenant stands forever, world without end. I lay this declaration into the morning, not as a wish, but as a settled word. What the faithful shepherd spoke above my living is the most certain thing I have ever heard. I shall not want, not now, not in the harvest, not ever, while His covenant holds. I shall not want. His covenant stands forever. I shall not want. The shepherd knows my name. What he declared above the life of every trusting soul has always been and will always be the same. My cup is full, my table is before me. His goodness and His mercy never end. I shall not want. His covenant stands forever, world without end. I shall not want. He is faithful. The covenant stands forever. The morning light is at my window. I open both my hands. I lay the day before the shepherd. He already understands. What I need has been provided. Before I spoke the prayer, His favor moving like a river, already filling the air. I surrender this morning to You. Every need I carry through. trust the hands that hold the harvest. I trust the voice that calls my name. Your faithfulness outlasts the season. You are always the same. I do not need to count my resources. His storehouse has no floor. What heaven holds for those who follow is always something more. The shepherd knows the road ahead. He knows what waits for me. I walk in the favor He has opened and receive what I cannot see. I surrender this morning to You. Every need I carry through. Your provision goes before me. Your supply will see me through. I trust the hands that hold the harvest. I trust the voice that calls my name. Your faithfulness outlasts the season. You are always the same. Not by my strength or my own making, but by Your covenant grace. You set the table in the open. You prepare the place. Every blessing flowing freely from Your faithful hand. I surrender this morning to You. Every need I carry through. Your provision goes before me. Your supply will see me through. I trust the hands that hold the harvest. I trust the voice that calls my name. Your faithfulness outlasts the season. You are always the same. You are faithful. You provide. You are always the same.
There is a God who goes before me. Into every room I have not entered yet. He turns the handle before my hand arrives. He has never left a door unopened that He promised He would open. His faithfulness is not a thing I have to earn. It is the nature of the covenant He keeps. Jehovah Jireh opens every door. His favor walks the hallway first. What He has set before me is already waiting. I will not
not be left with thirst. The shepherd of abundance leads me forward into rooms prepared with care. Jehovah Jireh opens every door, and He meets me there. The financial breakthrough I have trusted for is not beyond the reach of what He planned. The supply of heaven has no bottom, and the giving never leaves His hand. I have seen Him move on ancient promises. I have read the record of His faithfulness. What He did for those who walked before me, He is doing now with no less. Jehovah Jireh opens every door. His favor walks the hallway first. What He has set before me is already waiting. I will not be left with thirst. The shepherd of abundance leads me forward into rooms prepared with care. Jehovah Jireh opens every door, and He meets me there. Not a single door He marks for me will stay shut against His will. Every wall that stood in the waiting season, He has the power still to open wide and usher in the blessing that belongs to those who trust. Jehovah Jireh opens every door. His favor walks the hallway first. What He has set before me is already waiting. I will not be left with thirst. The shepherd of abundance leads me forward into rooms prepared with care. Jehovah Jireh opens every door, and He meets me there. Every door He opens, every door. Jehovah Jireh.
There is a river that never empties, fed by heaven's own supply. Every morning the current rises, carrying blessing passing by. I come to the edge and reach my hands out, the water more than I need. My cup is filled before I ask it, my God provides indeed. Heaven is open above me, the storehouse door swings wide. What He has promised He is pouring on every side. My cup overflows, this well. His provision pours beyond my measure, more than I can tell. Jehovah Jireh fills my morning with supernatural grace. The overflow of God's own favor floods this holy place. The fields I walk through in the waiting are heavy now with grain. What once looked bare and unremarkable is glistening with rain. The shepherd timed the early harvest, he knew the season well. The seeds of trust I planted deeply have stories now to tell. Heaven is open above me, the storehouse door swings wide. What he has promised, he is pouring on every side. My cup overflows with heaven's abundance. No drought can dry this well. His provision pours beyond my measure, more than I can tell. Jehovah Jireh fills my morning with supernatural grace. The overflow of God's own favor floods this holy place. I did not earn this river flowing, it comes from covenant alone. The faithful God who keeps his promises calling me back home, to fields prepared before I walk them, to tables set with care. My cup overflows with heaven's abundance. No drought can dry this well. His provision pours beyond my measure, more than I can tell. Jehovah Jireh fills my morning with supernatural grace. The overflow of God's own favor floods this holy place. Overflowing, always overflowing, he provides. There is a sky above my trusting that has no ceiling and no wall. The heavens open over covenant, living with a favor that covers all. I have watched the morning carry blessing down from where the promises are stored. The open heavens are not metaphor, they are the active hand of the Lord. Open heavens over everything I trust, over every seed and every prayer, over every morning that I rise in faith. Supernatural favor fills the air. Jehovah Jireh holds the heavens open over everything I place in his hand. Open heavens over everything I trust. on time, exactly as He planned. What I have surrendered to the Shepherd, He has placed beneath an open sky. Nothing given into His keeping is ever left to wither or to dry. The financial miracle I have been believing is held beneath the same open expanse. The heavens that pour favor on the faithful are pouring over my circumstance. Open heavens over everything I trust, over every seed and every prayer, over every morning that I rise in faith. Supernatural favor fills the air. Jehovah Jireh holds the heavens open over everything I place in His hand. Open heavens over everything I trust. Right on time, exactly as He planned. I do not have to pull the blessing downward. The Shepherd holds the heavens in His hands. He opens what no human hand can open, and He pours according to His plans. The overflow already has my name in it. The abundance is already on its way. Open heavens over everything I trust, over every seed and every prayer, over every morning that I rise in faith. Supernatural favor fills the air. Jehovah Jireh holds the heavens open over everything I place in His hand. Open heavens over everything I trust. Right on time, exactly as He planned. Open heavens over all I trust. He provides.
There is a river that does not know seasons. It runs in summer and it runs in cold. The blessing of the Lord is not conditional on what the calendar has bought or sold. I have seen it move through times of waiting. I have watched it rise when everything looked dry. The river of His provision has no dry season. It flows beneath the covenant sky. Rivers of blessing flow through
every season. Not only when the weather feels like grace. The supply of God does not obey the calendar. It runs according to His faithful pace. In the season of the harvest and the planting, in the morning and the late afternoon, rivers of blessing flow through every season, and they are flowing for me now and soon. What the world calls scarcity cannot stop it. What the market says cannot redirect the flow. The shepherd of my provision holds the channel, and He tells the river where to go. I have planted seeds in every kind of season, trusting what He said about the ground. And the river of His supernatural favor has been moving toward me all around. Rivers of blessing flow through every season, not only when the weather feels like grace. The supply of God does not obey the calendar. It runs according to His faithful pace. In the season of the harvest and the planting, in the morning and the late afternoon, rivers of blessing flow through every season, and they are flowing for me now and soon. I will not measure blessing by the moment. I will not judge the river by the rain. What God declared above the fields of covenant is moving through every terrain. His abundance is the current underneath me, always flowing to my need. Rivers of blessing flow through every season, not only when the weather feels like grace. The supply of God does not obey the calendar. It runs according to His faithful pace. In the season of the harvest and the planting, in the morning and the late afternoon, rivers of blessing flow through every season, and they are flowing for me now and soon. Every season, rivers flowing, He provides.
He leads me to the place where water rests, where nothing rushes and nothing strains. The shepherd knows I need the quiet morning before I walk back into the day again. Beside these waters, something always opens, a peace that carries more than just calm. His provision flows beneath the stillness, like a river underneath the sun. Still waters lead me into overflow. The quiet place is where the blessing grows. He fills my cup beside the gentle current. More than I could ask, He freely flows. The shepherd of the morning knows my measure. He knows exactly what I need. Still waters lead me into overflow, where trusting is the only seed. I do not need to strive to find abundance. It rises where the shepherd leads my feet. The green fields He has chosen for my dwelling are already full of what I need to eat. His supernatural favor is not distant. It lives inside the path He walks with me. Every morning that I follow by the water, I receive more than my eyes can see. Still waters lead me into overflow. The quiet place is where the blessing grows. He fills my cup beside the gentle current. More than I could ask, He freely flows. The shepherd of the morning knows my measure. He knows exactly what I need. Still waters lead me into overflow, where trusting is the only seed. I have learned to let the water teach me that abundance is not loud. The deepest rivers of His provision move beneath the cloud, quietly and surely toward the morning that He has prepared. Still waters lead me into overflow. The quiet place is where the blessing grows. He fills my cup beside the gentle current. More than I could ask, He freely flows. The shepherd of the morning knows my measure. He knows exactly trusting is the only seed. Still waters, overflow. He leads me there.
The God who found a shepherd boy in the fields and raised him to a king upon the throne is the very same God who walks beside me on every path I have not yet known. What David sang beside the quiet waters was not poetry for a distant age. It was a covenant declaration written for every soul on every morning's page. The God of David is my God today. The same shepherd's staff still leads the way. What he did for those who trusted in the ancient, he's doing for me right now today. Jehovah Jireh spoke to David in the valley, and he speaks the same word over me. The God of David is my God today, and he sets my table free. The promises that rain across those hillsides still carry the same weight they always had. Not a single word has lost its power, not a single covenant gone bad. The favor David sang about at morning is the favor that I carry into noon. The blessing on the ancient paths of trusting is the blessing coming to me soon. The God of David is my God today. The same shepherd's staff still leads the way. What he did for those who trusted in the ancient, he is doing for me right now today. Jehovah Jireh spoke to David in the valley, and he speaks the same word over me. The God of David is my God today, and he sets my table free. From the fields of Bethlehem to this morning, the covenant has never skipped a day. The King of Kings, who kept his word to David, is keeping every word he has to say over my life and over my provision, over everything I trust to his care. The God of David
The same shepherd's staff still leads the way. What he did for those who trusted in the ancient, he is doing for me right now, today. Jehovah Jireh spoke to David in the valley, and he speaks the same word over me. The God of David is my God today, and he sets my table free. The same God, yesterday and today, faithful still.
I have been standing in this field of waiting, trusting the word the shepherd spoke to me. What he declared above this ground is coming, the evidence already taking shape. The morning carries something, I can feel it, a movement in the atmosphere of grace. The doors that were once closed are being opened. The favor of the Lord is filling space. The harvest is already walking toward me. The blessing is already on its way. What God declared, he always brings to fullness. I receive it in this very day. The open heavens pour the supernatural favor on the ground where seeds of trust were sown. The harvest is already walking toward me. I am not waiting here alone. The shepherd who prepared the table for me did not set it only to delay. He called me to the feast before the morning. His provision does not fade away. Every financial miracle already carries my name written in the hand of God. The covenant is moving toward completion. The fruit is coming up through every cloud. The harvest is already walking toward me. The blessing is already on its way. What God declared, he always brings to fullness. I receive it in this very day. The open heavens pour the supernatural favor on the ground where seeds of trust were sown. The harvest is already walking toward me. I am not waiting here alone. I lift my eyes above the horizon. What I see is not the end. The breakthrough is the bend before
walks ahead of every harvest. He arrives before the need. The harvest is already walking toward me. The blessing is already on its way. What God declared, He always brings to fullness. I receive it in this very day. The open heavens pour the supernatural favor on the ground where seeds of trust were sown. The harvest is already walking toward me. I am not waiting here alone. It is coming. The harvest is coming. He promised, He provides.
Before I speak a word into the morning, He has already spoken over me. The oil of His favor on my forehead is the mark of what this day will be. I do not walk into the hours ahead without the anointing of His hand. The shepherd consecrates the ground before me and prepares me where I stand. The Lord anoints my head with morning favor. He prepares the path before I take a step. What He has placed upon me is not borrowed. It is covenant, and it will not be swept away by any season or by any wind. His favor is the seal upon my day. The Lord anoints my head with morning favor, and it does not fade away. The supernatural blessing on my household is not dependent on the market or the hour. The anointing of the shepherd is sufficient to bring the harvest in through any weather. What He has marked for abundance will find abundance. What He has called open will not close. The oil upon my head this morning carries more than what the natural eye knows. The Lord anoints my head with morning favor. He prepares the path before I take a step. What He has placed upon me is not borrowed. It is covenant, and it will not be swept away by any season or by any wind. His favor is the seal upon my day. The Lord anoints my head with more faithful hand. Every open door ahead is His anointing, working out exactly as He planned. The oil of heaven never runs out on those who walk beneath His care. The Lord anoints my head with morning favor. He prepares the path before I take a step. What He has placed upon me is not borrowed. It is covenant, and it will not be swept away by any season or by any wind. His favor is the seal upon my day. The Lord anoints my head with morning favor, and it does not fade away. Anointed, favored, He marks my morning.
Before the morning finds its voice, the shepherd calls my name. He leads me out beside still waters, every day the same. His hand is open wide with plenty, His table set before. I come not empty to His presence, I come to receive more. The Lord my shepherd provides today. In green fields He makes a way. My cup is full and running over. In His care I will stay. Jehovah Jireh never fails me. His covenant holds true. Every morning brings new mercy, every promise coming through. He guides me on the ancient pathways where abundance flows. The seeds of faith I planted in Him, only He knows how they grow. No valley dims the light He carries, no season stops His hand. The harvest walks toward me already, right on time as He planned. The Lord my shepherd provides today. In green fields He makes a way. My cup is full and running over. In His care I will stay. Jehovah Jireh never fails me. His covenant holds true. Every morning brings new mercy, every promise coming through. I shall not want for anything. His supply has no end. The rivers of His blessing flow around every bend. What He has promised He will do. His faithfulness my shield. The Lord my shepherd provides today. In green fields He makes a way. My cup is full and running over. In His care I will stay. Jehovah Jireh never fails me. His covenant
table in a corner. He does not whisper what he freely gives. He sets the feast in the open morning light, right where every watching eye can see. The shepherd of abundance is not cautious with the blessing he has stored for me. He lays it out with generosity and purpose. He prepares the place with care and certainty. The shepherd sets my table in the open, not in secret and not in the dark. He anoints my head with oil of favor, and he lights the morning like a spark. My cup is running over in the daylight, where the covenant is plain to see. The shepherd sets my table in the open, and he sets it just for me. What once felt like a season of reduction was the shepherd clearing space to lay the cloth. What felt like absence was his hand preparing the abundance that he never once forgot. He knew the number of the days of waiting. He knew the morning when the table would be laid. Now I sit before the feast he has provided, and I am not the least bit afraid. The shepherd sets my table in the open, not in secret and not in the dark. He anoints my head with oil of favor, and he lights the morning like a spark. My cup is running over in the daylight, where the covenant is plain to see. The shepherd sets my table in the open, and he sets it just for me. I shall not want for anything he promised. The table has no empty place. What he has laid before me in this season is the overflow of covenant grace. Every blessing on this table has my name on it, written by his faithful hand. The shepherd sets my table in the open, not in secret and not in the dark. He anoints my head with oil of favor,
and He lights the morning like a spark. My cup is running over in the daylight, where the covenant is plain to see. The shepherd sets my table in the open, and He sets it just for me. He prepares the place, He sets the table, He provides.
Jehovah Jireh, the God who sees ahead, who places bread upon the table before I ask, who walked with Abraham up to the mountain and provided before the moment passed. I have learned to speak this name in the morning. I have learned to trust what this name contains. Jehovah Jireh speaks my name in abundance. Every lack I bring, He has already filled. He is not a God who waits to be persuaded. He provides because His covenant is sealed. Jehovah Jireh, my provider, my supply. He is the God who multiplied the loaves, who turned the water into overflow, who opened storehouses in Egypt's season, so His people would have more than they could know. I stand before the same inexhaustible God, whose supply has never once run dry. Jehovah Jireh speaks my name in abundance. Every lack I bring, He has already filled. He is not a God who waits to be persuaded. He provides because His covenant is sealed. Jehovah Jireh, my provider, my supply. Before I formed the question, He prepared the answer. Before the need arose, He set the table. Every river of provision has my name on it. Every blessing flows from a God who is able. Jehovah Jireh speaks my name in abundance. Every lack I bring, He has already filled. He is not a God who waits to be persuaded. He provides because His covenant is sealed. Jehovah Jireh, my provider, my supply. He provides, He provides.
You prepare a table in the open field, where the abundance of your hand is laid. Every promise that your word has sealed is a gift I did not earn, but you have made. The shepherd leads me where the rivers run, cup is filling underneath the morning sun. My cup runs over with your blessing. There is more than I could ask or hold. Every season of my trusting and my pressing has been met with grace more precious than gold. You are the God of overflow and more, rivers of blessing pouring through the open door. My cup runs over, Lord. My cup runs over. I shall not want, your word has said it clear. The Lord who is my shepherd will provide. Every need I carry through this year is already known and covered by your side. You do not give in measure small or thin. Your divine supply exceeds where I begin. My cup runs over with your blessing. There is more than I could ask or hold. Every season of my trusting and my pressing has been met with grace more precious than gold. You are the God of overflow and more, rivers of blessing pouring through the open door. My cup runs over, Lord. My cup runs over. As though your hand is limited, I will not speak as though the harvest will not come. You are the God whose covenant is infinite, and I receive what flows from you, and then some. My cup runs over with your blessing. There is more than I could ask or hold. Every season of my trusting and my pressing has been met with grace more precious than gold. You are the God of overflow and more, rivers of blessing pouring through the open door. My cup runs over, Lord. My cup runs over. Over and over. My cup runs over. There is a river that flows from the throne, carrying blessing to everyone who waits. It runs through every valley He has chosen, and finds its way through every open gate. I have stood upon the banks of this provision and watched the the current overflow with grace. Rivers of blessing flow to me from the heavens down to where I stand. Rivers of blessing running free, guided by the faithful Father's hand. Every overflow that God has promised is moving like a river through this land. Rivers of blessing flow to me. He sends the waters where the dry ground waits. He fills the empty places with His stream. The God who turned the wilderness to rivers is turning every drought into a dream. I lift my hands beside this flowing current and trust the one whose supply runs supreme. Rivers of blessing flow to me from the heavens down to where I stand. Rivers of blessing running free, guided by the faithful Father's hand. Every overflow that God has promised is moving like a river through this land. Rivers of blessing flow to me. I will not stand far off from what He offers. I step into the current of His grace. His rivers run to every willing vessel and fill with blessing every empty place. Rivers of blessing flow to me from the heavens down to where I stand. Rivers of blessing running free, guided by the faithful Father's hand. Every overflow that God has promised is moving like a river through this land. Rivers of blessing flow to me. The river flows and I receive. I see the heavens opening wide, a door that no one else can close. Favor is rising like the tide, abundance flowing where it goes. The waiting season breaks apart like morning light across the land. Breakthrough is stirring in my heart, provision moving through God's hand. The doors of heaven open now. Supernatural favor falls like rain. Breakthrough is here. I don't know how, but blessing overflows again. The fields that once were bare and still are covered now in golden light. What God has promised, He will fulfill. He turns the darkness into sight. No power can shut what God has made. No season lingers past its time. Every promise once delayed now rises like the morning climb. The doors of heaven open now. Supernatural favor falls like rain. Breakthrough is here. I don't know how, but blessing overflows again. Rivers of blessing, wide and free, flowing from the Father's hand. Every miracle I need to see is written in His faithful plan. The doors of heaven open now. Supernatural favor falls like rain. Breakthrough is here. I don't know how, but blessing